保險、零售板塊跌幅居前。
好，我哋再嚟睇港股方面啦。咁啊，恒生指數咧直接收盤係報收24,732.55點嘅，升咗有284.74個點，升幅有去到0.92個百分點啦。出嚟睇個國際方面，報收8,094.94點，升咗90.52個點，升幅係去到1.13個百分點嘅。中国上面新经济升级、新税项、新消费、新生产。
В южном рецепте используют гипс. У этого доуфу белоснежный цвет. Он очень нежный и мягкий, похожий на желе.
Разные виды тофу и готовят по-разному. Северный тофу пригоден для тушения и жарки и идет в различные начинки. Южный также тушат, но чаще варят и используют в супах, а также в виде холодных закусок. Словом, кто как пожелает. Кстати, а ты пробовал пахучий тофу?
Пока нет, хотя слышал, что у него действительно очень необычный и странный запах. Иностранцам он кажется страшно неприятным.
Я тебе советую все-таки попробовать. Это очень известное южное китайское блюдо.
40亿人出席。第12届世界运动会将于7号到17号在成都举行。3号，伴随着开场节目《荣耀之路》激昂的音乐声，第12届世界运动会运动员村开村。来自世界各地的运动员们汇聚于此，迎接这场即将到来的以非奥项目为主的国际综合性运动会。第12届世界运动会简称成都世运会，是中国大陆首次举办的世运会。
养生文化，心之解道。
所以有这样一个说法，中医文化是打开中华文明智慧宝库的一把钥匙。我们称颂一位医生的时候，最高的称呼就是华佗在此，妙手功成。
健康生活，奥妙分享。
我们的老祖宗讲究日食而作，日落而息，天人合一。这些老理到什么时候都管用，养德、养心、养性。如果呢德性不修，终有玉液金丹，何能延寿？
关爱生命，呵护健康，中华养生与您共享健康人生。
听众朋友大家好，欢迎收听中华养生节目，我是刘红。接下来的1个小时的时间，我们将为您带去健康服务。不管多么镇静的妈妈，只要一遇到宝宝发烧，肯定是心急如焚的。最害怕的呢，就是宝宝高烧不退，或者是持续多天。小孩发了烧怎么办？我们是应该先退烧，还是先找病根儿？怎么样正确的退烧？又怎么样正确的去吃退烧药？吃药的时机应该如何把握？在今天的节目中呢，我们非常高兴的为您邀请到了中国中医科学
The minds of soldiers. Do you notice that they tend to grow stronger in solidarity as they venture deeper into enemy territory? When they are surrounded, they offer an obstinate resistance. When they are given no choice, they put up the toughest of fights. And in moments of desperation, they take to orders like thunder follows lightning. But this practice of driving the soldiers to the verge of desperation appears to challenge everything Sun Tzu laid out in previous chapters. What happened to the cautious master of strategies who advocated flexible tactics based on a solid defense? If soldiers in dire straits can somehow gain a stunning boost in morale and achieve victory against impossible odds, why bother convening pre-war council meetings, comparing strengths and weaknesses, drafting war plans, and carefully training the troops? Does this mean that the best approach might be to lead one's soldiers straight to the enemy base and let them wreak as much havoc as possible? Well, no, it doesn't work that way. The history of war is full of amateurish commanders who, feeling inspired from reading just a few pages of a strategy book, intentionally put their forces into harm's way, hoping that this would provide them with enough motivation to fight until they prevailed. More often than not, the results were not what they expected. This approach is like doubling down on a lottery, where the rewards were desertion, mutiny, or total annihilation. This is largely because they missed out on an essential ingredient. Sun Tzu pointed out that simply throwing away the cooking pots and burying the chariot wheels in an attempt to show off one's determination to fight to the end is an exercise in futility unless the army is properly managed. In a well-trained army, both the strong and the weak are equally valiant, and each part of the army has to work together as if they were a person's arms and limbs. Successful military management requires both trust in the commander and fear for the discipline. Fear for the discipline is easy to achieve, but trust is not so easy to come by. Indeed, Sun Tzu warned that gaining trust needs to come before the discipline. If you punish the soldiers before you have their trust, they will not be subordinate, and you won't be able to effectively command them. Many generals go the extra mile in the trust of their soldiers. The general and reformist politician Wu Qi in the 5th to 4th century BCE ate, slept, and fought side by side with the rank and file. At one point, he even sucked the pus from the festering wounds of a common soldier. When the mother of that soldier heard this, she wept. People thought she was moved to tears by the general's kindness, but she said, "I am weeping for my son. Not long ago, General Wu sucked on the wound of my husband. As a result, that simple wit fought hard and died for him on the battlefield. Now the general is being so nice to my son. I bet the poor kid will end up fighting and dying for the general just like his father. There's nothing I can do save cry for my son, who is already lost to me." There is a certain level of hypocrisy in Sun Tzu's management theories, which have been followed by many other generals in history. On the one hand, he stressed the importance of commanders winning the trust of their troops.